It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gunn joined in the booth by Charles Davis. CD, these Falcons seem to be in an interesting spot coming into 2023. They've seemingly got playmakers galore on offense, but they may only be as good as what their defense can do for them.
And that defense, 27th overall in the league last year, so they must improve. In order to help them, though, they're going to try and control the ball more on the offensive side, try and run it a little bit more, take some time off the clock.
And meanwhile, for the Colts, it's been a pretty hard fall the last couple of years. From 11 wins in 2020 to just 4 a season ago. How do they get back on the right path?
I think they've started back on the right path with the change in the coaching staff, but a lot of it, players already on the roster playing back to the levels we've seen before.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Cordero Patterson on the loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis, Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm as a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. Well, going deep here for Taylor. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, 65 yards. And the Colts march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it here, Ridder. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
2nd down and 3. Here's Minshew. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Fighting him off, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And it's caught. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Minshew's going to keep it. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Gardner Minshew keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Gardner Minshew who finished things off himself with a touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Again, Elder Partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Coup for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. That's complete to Pierce. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball.
Touchdown! Michael Pittman from 21 yards away. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ritter to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. Here's Ritter. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Ritter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the rack.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And going right back to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 9. Minshew sets to throw, and that's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be Minshew again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Minshew. The toss here completed to Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he's down to the 11. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gardner Minshew keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
be perfect.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks.
There he goes, left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
On first down, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Ritter. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this up to midfield.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Here's Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Connecting over the middle with Downs.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now 2nd and 4. Minshew. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. you're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Ritter. And it's incomplete. Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Ritter looks to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. McKenzie now to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Minshew. That complete to Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Off play action, it's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Ritter with it after the play fake. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. To return is McKenzie. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return. You can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, if that's on target, this game's over. He let him just a little bit too much. And if they don't go on to win this one, that's a play that will be discussed around the city and on talk shows all week long.
Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Ritter. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ritter now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Bradley Pinion now. as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oh, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now, 3 to win it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Down to the 25. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
Now, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs.